I was first introduced to classical music because of my father. So at some point, my parents both, they realized that music was part of my life and I enjoyed it a lot. My mother asked me, why don't you start playing the piano? And luckily, I had the chance to play Bartók. And that completely changed my life. Because for the first time, I decided, I can compose, I can create music, and that was very important to me. I think that Bartók is one of the most important composers in my life, as well as Stravinsky. And I discovered that both of them have a very, very clear identity. I mean, as soon as you hear 30 seconds of Stravinsky music, you immediately know that it's Stravinsky, and Stravinsky is a Russian composer. His cultural identity is just there. But also he can be universal. I mean, because he's not only because he's, dealing with, Russian tunes, but it's what he does with that. And that's what it's very important. And Bartók is the same. And I feel like, that direction is extremely important, at least from my background, because it can show me that it can still be me. I can still represent my culture, my country, but I can do something beyond that and could be more universal and not so literal. So for me, they were models that you could have a cultural identity, but you can transcend that and you could be an important composer, not only because they could sound folkish, but they are even more deeper than that. So as well as Stravinsky and Bartók, we have incredible composers in Latin America. Let's talk about Carlos Chávez, for example, and Silvestre Revueltas in Mexico. Both of them are really incredible composers, very unique. They transcend that nationalistic thing into something more deeper, more clever, to bring this identity, but into your own voice, which is what I'm always trying to do. If I'm going to get inspiration from a popular music, let's say mambo, which I like mambo very much, but I have to transcend that. The mambo has to filter into my ears because it has to be my own mambo, not the mambo of Pérez Prado. It has to be Gabriela Ortiz mambo. And I think that Revueltas does that very, very clearly in his music. Also Ginastera, think about Ginastera. Those are really incredible examples of how Latin American music can have a very important position in the music world.